Hello and welcome. My name is Eddie. I'm going to be taking you through a couple of different ways in which we're able to create content within Liferay. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off our conversation talking about these things called structures and templates. So we know in the Liferay world, when we're creating content, there's a number of different types of content that we're able to create. One of them that we're going to be focusing on is web content. It's going to be the front-end developers who are going to be creating these things called templates, and then we'll have structures created for us either by admins or somebody who has the proper permissions. By using structures and templates, it allows us to create very good-looking content very consistently that sticks with the brand of our company. Now let's discuss what exactly are these things called structures and templates. We're going to start off with structures. Very simply put, structures define how web content is going to be created. What it allows us to do is it allows us to define what fields go into web content. So as we've seen previously, when we're creating content, we're left with the WYSIWYG editor. There might be questions as to, should we bold a title? Should we make a heading 2 for a subtitle? Do we italicize, the subheading? A lot of these questions might come up as we're creating content. Thanks to a structure, we don't really need to worry too much about that. All we do is fill out a bunch of fields that are defined by the structure, and that's it. It removes a lot of the guesswork for those who are creating content. All of that to say is structures gives us a, structure as to how do we create our content. Now, templates will take a structure and style it using things like FreeMarker, CSS, and JavaScript. So all of the fields that are entered within a structure, a template will style it according to whoever developed the template. So in the previous example, we were discussing how there might be questions as to how to style a title, where to place an image. Do we italicize specific things? All of those things are resolved using a template. Within the template, we define what to do with the structure and how to style it. In this screenshot here, we can see there are 4 images placed next to each other 2 by 2. This is defined by the template to place these images in this configuration. So structures define what goes into a web content. Templates determine how that is stylized. Now, permissioning is very important when we're talking about structures and templates. Because they have access to Liferay's API, it's very important that we ensure that those who need to access, configure, or edit these structures and templates have the permissions to do so, and nobody else does. So typically we recommend that at least 2 roles are interacting with structures and templates in some way. We have the content developer who's responsible for making sure that these structures and templates are not only created, but configured properly, and the content creator, the one actually using them. Outside of these 2 roles, we typically don't assign anybody else the ability to interact with these structures and templates. So very powerful tools. Make sure that the proper people have access, but nobody else. Let's do a quick knowledge check here. Go ahead and pause the video, fill in the blanks, and when you're ready, go ahead and click play. Let's go ahead and cover some of the key concepts and highlights that we talked about in this video. So web content structures identify the type of web content as well as the fields needed. Web content templates take the structured data and wrap it in a FreeMarker template to control presentation. We recommend that at least 2 roles are created to deal with access to structures and templates in the platform. That's going to be the content developer and the content creator. So that wraps it up for this video, and I will see you in the next video.